deep squat, low reach breathing drill for pregnancy. I will show you what it looks like and then talk you through exactly what we're doing. All right, so the goal behind this exercise is that we're using this specific breathing drill to get some more expansion during our inhales up high in our front of our thorax and our back. So if you are later on in pregnancy, you are probably going to want to sit yourself up on something. This can be a stool. I'm using a mat. It might just be a little more comfortable for you to be able to sit up on something versus sitting on the ground. You can sit on the ground. It just depends on what your comfort level is, and you should do whatever feels best to you. Now, what we want to think about here is that instead of having our back just flat against the wall, I actually want you to be in a little bit more of a posterior tilt with your pelvis. So think about just kind of like gently tucking it underneath you, but we don't want to let the shoulders round down away from the wall, okay? So we do want the shoulders, kind of tip of the shoulder blades, you can think about that against the wall, but from there we want to make sure that we're just getting a slight posterior tuck of that pelvis, but we're not clenching the glutes to do that. And the back of my head is on the wall. Now from here, if you are later on in your pregnancy, it's likely that you're gonna have your knees a little bit further apart just to accommodate for the belly, and that is totally fine. If you're not later on and it still feels good to have the knees a little bit more in front of you, that's great too. From here, you wanna take your pinkies and you're going to reach them at a diagonal down towards the ground. So now check in with yourself after you do that. Make sure you have it rounded down through your shoulders, or try to pop your pelvis back to make that happen. Now from here, as we reach down towards the ground with the pinkies, we're thinking about keeping those palms ever so slightly turned in towards the legs. We want to, in this position, make sure we get a nice, soft, sighing exhale. Feeling some light tension and connection in our core. Now on your next inhale, we're going to make sure that we don't let everything come apart that we just did, and we're thinking about expanding right here in the chest and the upper part of our back. And then one thing that also really helps me in this position is to just think about my thorax as being like a balloon that I am trying to blow up on all sides, in the front and the back, in this position right here. And that's how you do it.